Okay, there we are. Wave if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'll just kind of jump right in. I promise not to take too long of a time. Solar United Neighbors, I'm Angela DeMonbreun, and I'm the Florida Program Director. Oh, there we go. Okay, and I can see it better. Solar United Neighbors is a national organization, and we are a community of people building a new energy system with rooftop solar at the cornerstone. Right, next. All right, so for those that are not familiar with our organization or maybe familiar with FL Sun, we did go through a major rebranding last October. So we're still the same, and I'm kind of just going to briefly go over how we got started and our co-op program in general, if you're not familiar. And then I'll dig a little deeper into our co-op stats thus far, and in particular, Broward County. So how we got started, really quick fun story. We got started back in 2007. Those two little boys you see on the screen there, Walter and Diego, went to the movie Inconvenient Truth, and they came home to mom and said, we've got to do something. We want to install solar. So they tried. They did some research on their own. They received 2 proposals from 2 local installers. There were only 2 in the DC area, and they realized really quickly how expensive it was, how intimidating it was, and what is a kilowatt hour, what is a kilowatt, panels, you name it. It still is very intimidating to go solar. So at that time, they decided, well, to heck with this. Let's take some time and let's see if we can actually maybe possibly get a better deal by learning or finding out if our neighbors would also like to join in this effort to learn more. So those 2 little boys went up and down the neighborhood of Mount Pleasant in DC and collected 50 names. They came together, had living room meetings, researched panels, inverters, and constructed their own request for proposal, an RFP, and sent it out to not just those 2 local installers, but surrounding installers to see if they could get a better deal. And they did. They received a great deal, and the majority of them ended up going solar. The idea caught on, and it spread from another neighborhood to another neighborhood, and then DC Sun was born. You can move the slides now, Jason. So we are now in 9 states, most recently Pennsylvania, Minnesota, and New Jersey, our newest states. We're a national organization. Florida is by far the largest. We launched in 2016 with major support and fundraising help to grow a state program from the League of Women Voters of Florida. And they continue to be our state partners and helping with our local outreach. Next. So our Mary DuBois and Michael Cohen are our co-founders. They heard our story on NPR and connected with the League, and now they are our advisory board members as well as, next slide, and Deirdre McNabb, of course, she's our natural resource chair for the League. And also Chris Castro, which I believe you'll be hearing from later, also serves on our advisory board, and Rick Garrity, the retired executive director with the Environmental Protection Commission of Hillsborough County. Next. And our team, just starting in 2016, has ballooned with all of the demand for our co-op program. Has just been an incredible support from counties such as Broward County and local community foundations and national foundations. We now have an associate and coordinators, regional coordinators, one nearby in Miami-Dade and most recently in St. Petersburg. Next. And Our process is truly on the ground. It's a community-driven process, and we couldn't do it without our state partners and certainly our local partners. And here's just a snapshot of our statewide partners that help us get the word out and really bring solar co-ops to the communities. So thus far, we have, and as of today, it's actually 29 solar co-ops have been implemented in Florida under our program since 2015. 6,000 plus homeowners have been educated through our community information sessions, as well as an email campaign. We send just the basic information to our homeowners. Our process is not getting into the weeds. For example, they may receive an email and learn about panels one day and inverters the next day, and financing, and so on. We've helped and now we're up to about 800 homeowners go solar, resulting in $13.9 million of economic investment, and happy to say 6.8 megawatts of total installed capacity. Our work has stimulated $14.4 million in investment, and we're happy to say through our program alone has created 198 solar jobs in the state of Florida. So I just briefly, and we'll go through this really quickly, many of you probably are familiar with a solar co-op, but if you're not, it is not like a subscription program that you may hear from some of our larger utility companies and municipal utility companies are offering. This is individual homeowners coming together, signing up with our program, and we facilitate an RFP process for them. The solar homeowners, come together and form a selection committee. They pick the installer for the group, and we leverage the power of bulk purchasing. We include the number of people have signed up and what their experience expected to be, and thus an installer will bid appropriately and a price for that given number. And they get support from our team in the form of a help desk, if you will, throughout the process, from sign up to install and even thereafter. We still have some solar homeowners that joined us initially in 2015. And this is just a snapshot of our process. We have such an incredible demand in the state of Florida. We actually have to cap our co-op so they don't go on this long. But step one is learn about the co-op. Sign up on our page. We have through maybe an information session or through our local community outreach. We encourage those same sign up homeowners to help us spread the word by providing them with yard signs and helping us with earned media. We're a nonprofit, so and it's always best coming from them to help grow their own program. They come together, select an installer. There's always a sign-up deadline. Our process is deadlines move people. They schedule a visit with an installer, receive a customized proposal, and then it's ultimately up to them. Our organization is installer neutral, financing neutral. The contract is between the homeowner and the installer, but we're giving the homeowner tools to make the best informed decision for themselves. And they have their install, and then we will come back around and host a party for all of the co-op participants. Again, ours lasts for 3 months. 225 is the max number, whichever comes first. Usually about 30% of the co-op members actually end up going solar. But we are also really excited about the benefit of we know we're rising all boats in communities by hosting information sessions, and we know they're already working with an installer, but we're giving them the tools to make that informed decision. 7 kilowatt is the average system size of our co-op participants. Like I said, one installer chosen. Average number of emails received and replied to, and I would add phone calls for each co-op is about 1,000. And now the Broward numbers. Thanks to the Broward County government for their support and funded 2 Broward County co-ops, East and West. We had a total of 204 sign up, and I've combined these numbers for both of the co-ops. 51 actually went solar with the installer that they chose. The average system size for Broward County members was 9.4 and about 450 total kilowatts installed. And they are offsetting 18,942 pounds of lifetime carbon. Very exciting. They spent a total of $900,000 on their systems and installing, and however, going with the co-op, they also saved $224,000. Very exciting numbers. And here's just a few of our great testimonials that we've received with regard to our program. We hear this all the time. This has been a great process. There's no way any of us could have done this well at finding a contractor on our own. Without the solar co-op process, the average consumer pays too much. And we testament to our solar information sessions, we keep it brief as possible, and we keep it as simple and just giving the basics. We have another platform for homeowners that want to get into the weeds, but we're truly trying to take the intimidation out of going solar and helping them through that process. Next. So this is just a snapshot of who's to come. Many of our co-op areas are already facilitating and developing round 2, which is a tremendous, for the first go round, we have many people that will open their homes, and we actually host solar open houses for maybe the second or third go round co-ops in their area. And that way homeowners in their community can reach and ask questions of their fellow community member that also went solar, and to help with the process, again, taking the intimidation out so we can truly grow more rooftop solar in Florida. So we have a ton in the pipeline. We have a waiting list now, looking at the fall, and we want to get as many people co-ops developed through 2019, when the tax credit will be slowly dwindling down. But we also offer new this year is individual support. Our help desk services for people that are maybe not interested in going in a co-op. They can also reach out to us and become a member, and we will help them on a one-on-one basis. And that's it, short and sweet. Our website is solarunitedneighbors.org/Florida to learn a lot more about our current and past co-ops. And I'll stick around for questions later.
Hi, everyone.